Well, good afternoon, good evening, and good morning once again. Jason over here at Signature Esports. We are back one more time for the No Limit Thunder Driver Showcase right here at Texas Motor Speedway. Just finished up with Talladega. That was fun. Here it is, Texas Motor Speedway, 90 laps in the Gander Mountain Truck Series. And we're going to have a lot of fun, and qualifying is about to be finished right here, I believe. We're going to have Brandon Frontalpole in the 295. He's going to be out there racing. That is the No Limit Racing Thunder Series owner. Likes Texas quite a bit, so we're going to see how everybody drives around the boss. And thank you all for watching out there. Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, all of that for not only Signature Esports, but of course, and always, No Limit Racing Series. We are with the Thunder Series. Thunder Series is going to be on Tuesday nights coming forward, and the Pro Series is going to be airing Monday nights, the regular night that we used to broadcast. So we're going to have 2 nights of No Limit Racing, and things are going to be very, very fun, very, very interesting. We're going to jump right into the grid for the No Limit Series as they start to load in. Brandon Frontalpole is going to be your pole sitter, also the pole sitter for the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series at Talladega coming up on Thursday. Qualifying for the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series is going to be tomorrow evening at right about 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Matthew Prisbilla is going to be outside Brandon Frontalpole on the front row. Matthew Cherry, or Matt Cherry in the 260 is going to be right there in third. Russell LePage, who's in the last race, is going to be in the 192 outside in the second row. Tony Cavett in the number 4. Brian Wirtz in the 299. That is third row for you. Brian Wirtz, of course, the No Limit Racing Thunder Series Season 1 winner. Moving on to Pro Series, owns the team right here in the Thunder Series, so he's out there to drive with him. Andrew Moore Jr., the 306, Mark Figueroa in the 88. That is row 4 for you. Row 5 is going to be Trent Barnes in the number 1, Jason Wiley, Jason B. iRacing out there. The number 33 is going to be starting 10th in row 5. Michael Woolley, who broadcasted the last race with me. I might bring him in a little bit later in the 265. Jordan Berry, the 245. Is going to be starting 12th, row 6. Row 7, Matthew Jorgensen, the 264. Brian Dublé in the double, or I'm going to say Dublé. It's the way it sounds to me, the way it looks like to me. In the 00. That's going to be your guy out there having fun. Front row for everybody. Back to the grid, Jason Hand, the 54, is going to start 15th, row 8. Dean Worley in the 122 is going to be 16th, row 8 for you right there. Joshua Caudill. Pardon me right there. Joshua Caudill in the number 23. Colin Johnston, who was leading quite a few laps in Dega, is out there again. Starting 18th in row 9. Benjamin Walters in the number 81. Corey Dawson in the number 9. Row 10. And Eric Schaefer, last of the qualifiers, in the number 3 machine. Row 11. 22 drivers that qualified. 22 drivers on the field. There is the Team Rocket machine. Matthew Prisbilla. Brandon Frontalpole did not get into the race, so I wonder if he was just out there to qualify and have some fun. Either way, it's going to be an interesting race, to say the least. Prisbilla is going to be outside, and then it looks like we're going to see who's going to be working at the outside. Matthew Newbraw, he's going to be on the track. Or Michael Newbraw is going to be on the track as well. So it looks like 23 drivers total. The 98 is going to be on the inside. That's Matt Cherry. Actually scored as the 260. He's going to have that line right there. Lights are off on the pace car. We're at Texas Motor Speedway. Fast trucks, fast freedom, and a whole lot of stars coming your way. right here from the No Limit Racing Thunder Series. Fred the Flagman is about to throw up the green flag, and here we go. We're green, green, green all the way to Texas. 98 out front. Matthew Cherry scored as a 260. He is out there in that Ford. Prisvilla in the 69 ran a fast lap time there in second. You're going to see everybody dodge and weave, duck and dive. Texas fast, mile-and-a-half track right here. You see the gap separating as everybody's using that high line to their advantage. The 98 and the 69 tire wear going to be a factor here with 90 laps. At least one pit stop is going to have to come their way. You're going to see it right here. Coming down to the front stretch. Cherry leads at the stripe. Matthew Cherry, a great driver that we've seen a couple of times. Looks like somebody got right back into the wall right there. Prisvilla using the inside stretch. Gets right to the bumper of the 98. Almost pushing him and willing him to move. Uses the higher line right there. Going to see if he's going to make that work. Does not. Falls back into pace. And Red Rocket all the way around into the front stretch one more time. Cherry's going to lead on lap 2. I appreciate everybody out there watching. Continue to watch. We're going to catch up with Michael Woolley a little bit later on, as he is out there turning some laps with the rest of the guys, wanting to be a part of the races. Matt Cherry out front. Prisvilla steps in line. LePage out there in the 192. He is now third. Team Rocket all the way down, being patient. Things are going to be shaking up right here. Tony Cavett and the number 4 making moves back here. You see him running the outside line, coming in hard. He's going to have some work with the 88 in front of him. Figueroa right there making a pass, so the 4 losing a few spots on that. He's got the 7 right behind him. I'm sorry, the 1 right behind him. Trent Barnes doing a great job. 245 of Jordan Berry right there as well. I want to remind everybody that all of these races, that you're going to see these feature races that we're doing for the No Limit Thunder Series, getting these drivers used to each other, of course recruiting, and then of course team recruitments as well, as you see the 4 trying to work the high line right there, coming across the stripe. He's going to be on the inside of the 1. The 1 tries to dive hard down to the inside, and that makes him move. This is a battle for 6th, from 5th to 7th right now, 5th through 8th, because the 33 of Jason Wiley's making a move. Jason B. iRacing in that Budweiser Chevrolet coming down onto the inside of 7, gives a little move. 1's going to use the draft right there and come down hard on the inside. Jason B. iRacing makes a pass right there on the 4 of Tony Cavett. Back up to the race leaders. Matt Cherry's still got company right there. Prisvilla is right there on his tail. Nothing in the way of that farm paint Ford. He's got a Chevrolet chasing his tracks right here at Texas. A little bit higher output for him. Oh, the 98 gets a little bit loose. You see it right there. The rear hinge shakes out. Doesn't change anything, and they are still hard into the throttle coming down the exit of turn 4 onto the front stretch. Another lap led for the 98. Matt Cherry has led all 8 laps thus far, and we are continuing to run smooth green flag races, green flag laps right here at Texas Motor Speedway. I appreciate everybody still out there watching. Chat it up in the stream. Start a watch party out there on Facebook. I would appreciate that. The more watches we get, the better that we are. The more that Facebook puts us out there, the more that YouTube puts us up on their top streams, the more that iRacing pays attention. Lap 8 about to be complete. Let's go back and we're going to take a look at, we had a good friend Michael Woolley out there. We're going to see where he is at. 265, running that Dream Machine. Currently sitting in 10th position. Out there running with the drivers as we see the 4 just kind of dropping back. He is now back to 11th place as the 265 making his way around. And he's going to be considered at 10th place, 9th place now for Michael Woolley as everything updates. Matt Cherry still out front. Woolley trying to chase down Jason Wiley, who's in 8th place right now, right behind Jordan Berry. Illinois driver doing a great job. He was in the broadcast booth with me. He is going to be one of the broadcasters for the No Limit Racing Thunder Series. He's going to join me in the broadcast booth and watch these guys drive. Dark Horse Racing Machine, of course, out there having a great time. Speaking of things getting interesting, let's check back up with our race leaders as we are now 11 laps green. Prisbilla kind of drops off. Not sure what happened there. Thank you for all the follows out there. Dean Worley, I appreciate you. Rios Martyr out there as well. MATR Rios Matt R89. I just want to make sure that I get all that stuff right. Matt Cherry still out front. LePage is making a move. He was trying to make a move to the inside of Matt Cherry, but now falls back in line. Has the 306 of Moore out there. Andrew Moore, who was a very big contender in the last race at Dega, ran great laps. We had quite a few cautions, but they all seem short-lived with the longer runs. Michael Newbrow out there, 4 laps down. There's the 98 of Matt Cherry to complete lap 12. Long race ahead of us. I say long race, I mean long race for trucks. 90 laps seems like a short stint, but it really is not, considering it's a 180 lap race at Texas Motor Speedway for these trucks. So you're going to see their lines change just a little bit. The one of Trent Barnes making a move right there on second place for the 306 of Andrew Moore, so he's going to try to complete that pass. Matt Cherry leads another lap around here at Texas. Look at how close they get to the wall and how hard they have to dive down into turn 3. That is a nice shot right there. You see the tires kind of clipping the upper panel for the iRacing. It's just kind of one of those things that does happen. Interesting to see if the 4 is conserving its possibility. I would kind of wonder that myself. Tony Kvyat falls back just a little bit. Maybe going to go a pit strategy different than everybody else, because pit strategy is going to be a factor here. Thank you, Hank. I appreciate you out there always watching. 98 out by a half a second over second place Trent Barnes in that number 1 machine. You see that Toyota coming across the stripe. Caution's going to come out right here. And we're going to be back out here in just a second. We're going to see what happens, see if it's going to let me know. Quite possibly. Looks like if that's the correct relative that we're going to see right here. It says Michael Newbrow went off track, and so we're going to see. There's the 56 of Newbrow, gets into the wall, comes off into the track, gets into pit road, so I'm not sure why that scored that way, but hey, that might be the case. Not sure. Michael Newbrow was a few laps off getting started. Who knows? Let's come back to it. There is Michael Newbrow back on the track. Everybody hits pit road. Back up to the race leader. 306 stays down of Moore. And you got 4 new fresh vehicles up front. 306, the 192, 33 of Wiley, and looks like Mr. Michael Woolley is out there as well. Shane White out there on Facebook. Appreciate you, buddy. Cautions brought to you, and I fixed this because somehow, some way, it got turned around before, but I believe it's correct now. There it is. Wise Guy iRacing Graphics on Facebook. Make sure you check this guy out if you want any graphics. He's affordable, and he does a fantastic job. Go out there. Scott Wise is the guy. He is actually in this race, I believe, or he's somewhere around this race. So fix that for it, and then, of course, we just had our lucky dog wave around. I believe that was Michael Newbrow that got the wave. There it is. Lucky Dog's brought to you by Powder Coat Plus. It's Powder Coat Plus with Go to powdercoatplus.com to find out more information about how you can ship your stuff to them to be powder coated, and they can ship it direct right back to you. High quality finishing materials, and they are located in Daytona Beach, Florida. If you want to be a part of that group, go and stop and say hi to them. Tell them that you heard it right here on the No Limit Racing Thunder Series broadcast, and of course right here for Signature Esports. Love all of our sponsors. Want to make sure we get to everybody mentioned. Speaking of sponsors, the sponsor for all the races for the No Limit Racing Thunder Series, I'm going to talk about it in just a second. You see the indestructible rubber ball right there. A dog named Hank, Pet Dogs Playing Ball. Go on Amazon, search that into your search bar, and you'll find it. That supports Hank Caston. He is developer and designer working on that product. Right now, the ball that he has up there for sale is it's called the Jiggy Jam. I want to make sure I'm reading it correctly, because if I don't read it right, I'll feel terrible. The Jiggy Jam Shimmy, that is what is out there. It is a dog's playing ball. It's trading safe, and it makes a funny sound. Nice little gift for your pet, especially if you want to buy them something year-round. Go to Amazon, check them out. That is the indestructible ball, the dog named Hank. Sorry, I'm working on not trying to sneeze. That's how that goes. I have a button that when I need to change that, I just hit it, but didn't work that time. So things do happen. 306 of Moore out front. LePage in the 192. Then we have Jason Wiley. Lap 18 being completed under caution. Then we have Michael Woolley, who's going to be out there. He's going to restart fourth. They're going to go double wide. And then the Fora Cavette back up there in fifth place. Great little scene for everybody, and great little time. Lights are still on in the pace car right now. We're going to see, as they come across, how many more laps we've got. I believe we just have one more or two more to complete. So we were trying to get those things situated. Patience is a virtue. A lot of laps still left. When we go back to Green Flag Racing, we'll have 70 laps left right here at Texas Motor Speedway. And I'm going to go ahead and I think I'm going to play a commercial for you, because I like commercials, and we create them quite nicely. It's pretty nice, pretty fun. And this is all about what we do over at Signature Esports, the eNASCAR Cup Series. Texas. He comes back around and collects himself back up into the lead lap. But right now, the lights are off on the pace car. They're about to enter turn 3. We're going to have Green Flag Racing right here one more time from Texas. Lap 20 being completed under green flag or under caution conditions. So they are double file right now. Top 5 right now: AJ Moore, LePage, Wiley, Woolley, and Cavette. The number 4 machine. So possibly Hank might be right. He might be out there trying to ensure that he is saving in that Ford. And back to it again, waiting for the green flag to wave. It's going to wave right here, and we are back to green flag conditions. The 306 of Moore is going to get a huge jump right there and lead right there. This is not like Talladega where the draft is going to be that much of a factor. These trucks are all horsepower and all downforce. They're very heavy, very hard to stop, and they are just there to ride a line. We're going to see how these older tires are going to play a factor. 21 laps on all of those tires. 5 of those being completed under caution. There is Michael Woolley making a hard pass on the outside, trying to come down and catch into the slipstream of LePage. There is the 306 and the 192. Jason Wiley falls back to 5th after all of that. Lap 22 being completed under green flag conditions as we are still continuing to go. Very high line for somebody up there. I didn't see who that was, but you're seeing them starting to shake up. There is somebody diving hard down low. That is the one on fresher tires. Trent Barnes, ready to rock and roll. Gets a little bit up into the door of the 265 of Woolley, but definitely trying to make those faster laps work. 306 out front, Moore there to lead some laps. Woolley there to the inside, almost to the inside of the one. Trent Barnes trying to go around lap traffic. Using that mid-third line, they are coming up with a one, still carrying down fresher tires. He's going to burn them up really fast if he's not careful. A little bit into the wall, the 192 gets, as now Trent Barnes on the one machine is going to try to make that pass on the inside. 306 out front, but not now. The one of Trey Barnes going to lead at the line. You're going to see the 92 right there, or sorry, the 98, which is Matt Cherry, who's going to be scored as a 260. You're going to see him running around the course. He is right there to the bottom of the one, so he's right behind Trent Barnes in for second. You see him going, burning up those tires out. That's what we are seeing. Cup Series is going to be a great race to see Shane White out there. It's going to be a fantastic race out there. Make sure everybody's out there. If you're watching, you can host a stream on Twitch. You can also start a watch party on Facebook. Get everybody involved and have a lot of fun. Ooh, we see a lot of things being shaken. Some tip-a-tip going on right there. There we go. One's going outside. Somebody disappeared there for a moment. It might have been the one machine. The 98 now out front. Matt Cherry makes the pass. And a long look at the backstretch right there. Coming in at 3. 98 Matt Cherry back out front. Or 260 as you see on the screen up there. But he's got that 98 farm paint on there. Doing a great job. Coming to the line, you're going to see it right here. Hard fought as the one trying to use the outside line. Trying to squeeze him down, lose that momentum. But not going to happen as you see Matt Cherry doing a great job diving that truck hard down into the inside. Coming around to the backstretch, the one is going to try to make and take that inside, trying to use that momentum off the backstretch and use it on the inside. Matt Cherry, though, right there, very patient, and it was patient earlier. The one seeming to just kind of use his tires a little bit aggressively and turn himself in between traffic, almost as if he was just trying to get that race factor back. We'll see how it plays out, but now all of those fresher tires making a difference. The 12 of Mike Caterino out of the New England area, an E-Class driver, is now back up to third. Matthew Prisbilla is in 4th. Looking to make a move on the 88. The 88's looking to make a move on him. That's Matthew Jorgensen as it scored there. Whoa, gets a little bit loose right there. The 98 of, or 260 of Matt Cherry trying to make that line work. The 12 catching back up to the race leaders. Making a 3 wide down to the backstretch right there. A little bit loose right there in the middle for the 98 of Matt Cherry. As you see, that mid line is going to have to be the faster line as the 12 is going to try to carry. The 98 is going to go down and block just a little bit. Use that higher line, come down, get in front of them. There it is. The 12 comes down, touches the grass, and they are hard racing up front for 1st through 5th right here at Texas Motor Speedway. No Limit Thunder Series is going to be exciting to watch, especially since they moved onto the trucks. The 88 of Figueroa up there and making this thing interesting. He's got the Prisbilla right there in his grasp. I'm sorry, Prisbilla has him right there in his grasp, and the one of Barnes now losing a little bit of ground off of everybody, but the 88 right there to try to make a move. Fractions of seconds barely bumper lengths as the 1's going to come down. The 98's going to see it right there. The 12's going to carry a lot of speed on the backstretch. As you see, he didn't change his line very much. Hard, clean racing up front. Love to see it. That was awesome, Hank said. That was a nice little slide job that was going on. There is Cherry out there doing a good job. The 1 comes up, gets a little bumper for the 12. Barnes trying to lead, and it looks like he's trying to be as aggressive to get to the front as he can. Matt Cherry looks like he's trying to carry that extra speed coming down, gets into that middle line. The 1 of Trent Barnes out there, Atlantic driver trying to take the lead away. Cherry looks like he's going to lose a little bit of ground to the 12 as they go to the inside. Matt Canarino is going to make a move on the 98 or the 260, however you want to call it right there. There is the 88 right there as well. Everybody getting up into the mix. You see it right there coming down and touching the grass. There is the 12, the 88, and then the 98 all right there. Prisbolo right there in the mix as well. Everybody having a great time up front. First car off the lap, or off the pace of the leaders, is going to be, I believe they kind of all got caught up in traffic. We're going to take a step back, take a look. There is the 264. That's the distance between the 264, which is Matthew Jorgensen in 6th place on 16-lap tires. That man right there is still trying to make it work. We're going to start seeing some of the older lap tires come down. Russell LePage is going to have to come in for pits real soon. He is in 8th place. Back up to the race leaders, though. There is Barnes out front. Once again, there's the 12, Matt Cherry. Everybody just kind of letting him do his thing. Working hard to pass everybody. The 88 trying to make a move. There's nowhere to go. That National Guard Chevy trying to make that outline work, and doing so. Hank's saying the 12 is mean and tough. Yeah, he is not giving an inch. Prisbilla, got your best friend out there, the Crescent Rose on YouTube, giving you a cheer on. You are making a dive hard down to the inside. You're going to try to make the inline work on the 88. Going down to the backstretch, you're going to see right here how that middle line is just going to have to soak it up. He's going to carry it to the inside right here. Not as much speed as the 88 when it comes to the backstretch speed, but definitely going to try to make it work. The 88 getting closer to the wall when it comes to his exit. There is the 1. He has Cherry right behind him, burning up those tires, trying to get that corner stuck. He is so low on that corner that he doesn't want to give up any room. The 12 being aggressive. The 98 taking a higher exit, gaining some extra speed, and trying to get to the rear bumper of the 1, trying to make him make a move. You see where the 98's going, the 1's trying to stick it. Caleb Lee, this is iRacing is what this is called. iRacing.com for all of your iRacing events. That is what we are doing. Right there on the bottom of the screen, there is Matt Cherry coming down hard to the inside. There is Matt Cherry going to make that move stick. Made the 1. I think he was going high, and next thing you know, here he is. He's coming up. That's right. I agree with you, Hank. The 12 is just being patient. These guys continue to burn. Matt Cherry, a great driver. He did win. He did win over at the Thunder Series as the 98 gets his quarter panel right to the side of the 1, as you're going to see him come around right here. Little gyro cam of everybody. We're going to see how that's going to work here in just a moment, how close they get to the wall. Coming down right here, you're going to see it as well. Here comes the 1 trying to hunt back in it again. Top 3 now getting it done. The 1 right there on the tail trying to make a move. Cherry not doing anything to let him come in and slam the door. 12 looking to go higher on the line. Cars coming out of pit road right now, so some lap traffic to contend with, but not for very long because they are going to have some fast tires. Jason Wiley right there. You see him trying to stay out of the leaders' ways, but at the same time, he's going to be passing these leaders very, very quickly. There's the 1 of Barnes trying to make a move to the inside. Doesn't carry enough speed. He's going to have to carry it on the outside if he's going to do anything. Coming around to the backstretch, we're going to see what happens. And 33 of Jason Wiley is going to pass the leaders standing still. You'll see that gyro cam, and you're going to see him just creeping right there, trying to be a nice. You hear those tires kind of shaking just a little bit. And let's see what Jason Wiley does as the leader comes around. Like using that cam. Jason Wiley doing a great job trying to stay low. Carries his tires a little better. As the 98 stays high, the 33 goes around the race leaders to get one lap back. And so now he is back on the lead. Jason Wiley being scored at currently one lap down, so it might be a 2-lap pit stop for most of the drivers. We will see how things go. Lap 40 being completed under green flag conditions. Jason Wiley passing the race leaders to get a lap back, 98 out front right now. So Dean Worley, last car in the lead lap. It looks like he is on a 24-lap tires, about to be 30 seconds in, or if he is going to pit road currently. Michael Woolley 1 lap down, Russell LePage 1 lap down, and Jason Wiley 1 lap down. Tony Cavett coming out. He's probably going to make a move here pretty soon. Back on pit road, Andrew Moore is on pit road currently, and Michael Newbrow as well. 3 laps down for Michael Newbrow. 98 of Cherry out front, lap 42 underway. Texas Motor Speedway being a fast little Star Spangled Banner going on. One tries to go high. Not sure what happened there, but we're going to see it coming in. See if he makes that move. Look at the front of that race leader, Matt Cherry, right there coming across the stripe. Little top cam for you. There is a look at the back for him. There's the back cam for that Toyota that's trying to fight on the outside. Gets right to the rear bumper. Is going to try to go hard on the inside right here. He's going to try to make it stick. Those two are fighting hard into turn 3, into turn 4. You see them coming out right here. Who's going to lead at the line when they come around to the line? That's going to be, it looks like Barnes beat him out that time. He did. Barnes making it stick. Matt Cherry not going to give an inch, though. He's going to come back at it. The 12 of Caterino, though, he is right there. He is waiting to pounce. Looks like he's conserving as well. Figueroa and Prisbilla, Prisbilla just a little bit off. Looks like he's about 3 seconds off. Sorry, 7 seconds off by the relative. Figueroa is about 3 seconds seconds back from the race leader. Matt Cherry looks like he went off and is on pit road. Prisbilla on pit road as well. So about to be 29 laps on the tires. They were losing some ground. They're going to get things are going to start shaking up right here. Trent Barnes going to lead for a little bit. Looks like he might be coming to pit road. Caterino is right there as well. The 4 coming around to gain some positions back. It's going to be a battle. We have almost half of the group on a different pit cycle than everybody else. So there's the race leader coming down pit road, as you see him right there. Trey Barnes coming in a pit stall. You're not going to see anybody jump out. It's not that good of a... I don't have all that stuff. Don't have all of that stuff coming. Mike Caterino, who is on pit road right now. That's that guy right there. There's his last name. Is he's going to beat the 1 off the track. Nice little pit stall for him, right? Or pit cycle for him right there. Unless the 1 gets out in front of him. It does happen. He is an A-class driver, 3,250 I rating. Appreciate all the Restream stuff out there. 100 messages today with a Restream chat. Thank you very much. You're welcome. See all these fresh tires and how they're going to work and the difference it's going to make, because Mark Figueroa right now on 32-lap tires. He's your race leader. Let's go all the way up there. We're going to see what he's doing. Driver drop down for you. Figueroa, let's see his speed on the backstretch. How fast he can get going. You know, he's loose as all get out. That is the 88 National Guard Chevrolet right there. 33 laps on those tires. And let's pick a driver like the 245. Anybody out there rooting for the 245? Let's see what he gets up just out of pit road. Let's see what speeds he's going to get to as he accelerates out of pit road. Momentum Sim Racing Realty Executives right there. He is at 165 just in the corner. So you see how all of that does work. 49 laps completed. This is your race leader right now. Coming across the road, lap 50 being completed under green flag conditions. So no doubt Figueroa is going to have to think about coming to pit road very shortly, as he is 10 seconds above Caudell in the 23 and 13 seconds ahead of the 00 of Dublé right there. So you're seeing some of the faster lapped cars. Matthew Jorgensen on pit road, Eric Schaefer on pit road. Now you're seeing your race leader come down pit road, the 88 of Figueroa. As things start to cycle around, Jason Hand is out there as well. He's going to be coming out of pit. He is coming on to the lead lap, it looks like. So first car not on the lead lap right now, Michael Woolley. And that is only because of pit cycles. So we have 6 cars off of the lead lap on off pit cycles. Corey Doss out there as well. Big shout out to Corey Doss. Russell LePage is there as well, coming out of pit road. Eric Schaefer there. They're coming out of pit road. A bunch of cars one lap down, and only because of pit cycle. So Caudell leads a lap around. Figueroa's on pit road as well. Dublé, the 00, 35 laps on those tires. So we've got a bunch of people now coming down to get themselves on pit road. Woolley, 17 laps on his tires. Russell LePage, 15 laps on his tires. But before that, Matt Cherry, Trent Barnes, Mike Caterino, and those guys are all on the same pit cycle. So we're going to see how this plays out, because you're going to start seeing, there's the 81 of Walters. He is on 36 lap tires. He's going to come around and lead a few laps and maybe come on pit road. No, he's coming to pit road right now. So last car in the pit cycle, that Blue Moon machine. There's the 23 of Caudell, still counted as the race leader. So interesting as Matt Cherry comes around. There it is. Matt Cherry out there out front again. There's Barnes one more time. So we are back to it. Everything is cycled around, and pit cycles have made a difference. So 17 laps in between pit cycles. And you see it right there. Matt Cherry back out front. There is the 4 who was out front early in the race. I believe he might just be saving. He is on a different pit cycle right now, so he just went a lap down. Tony Cavett, Jason Hand going a lap down. Cullen Johnston now 2 laps down. Matthew Jorgensen a lap down because of pit cycles and pit strategies coming around. So we're going to start seeing things kind of tinker together, as there's only 10 laps, basically 10 laps that separate the older tires and the newer tires. So eventually they're going to even out. And as Trent Barnes goes to the inside to complete a lap around Matt Cherry, you're going to see the 12 of Caterino, who was aggressive earlier, do the same thing. Not sure what happened to the 4, Hank. It could be a strategy. I'm not sure. Things do happen, so we'll see what happens out there. Thank you for all the new follows again. You guys are starting to ching me up. I appreciate it. Make sure you go out there and you look at the About section on Twitch. You can donate to the cause. PCs for Drivers goes directly to PayPal, and we donate to the donations go to build PCs for drivers who need it. It's also a way to help with not social distancing, but social anxiety and stuff like that. So there's a reason why we build them, and we send them off to people who need it. There's your 12, and he's a beast and smart. I know that name out there. Okay, so we have Chili out there and Marine out there. Those guys, if you're on Twitch, it's about to get fun and interesting. I can't repeat everything that they say. I know that for sure. All right, interesting race going on. Barnes out front. I think everybody's just kind of settled in for a little bit. Lap 57 being completed under green flag conditions. Barnes going to lead at the line. He's got a little bit of a distance, about 3/4 of a second off of Matt Sherry. Now as they break into the corner, that lead is going to be cut down just a little bit because of the lap traffic. So you see it right there. 55. We've heard that number quite a bit. The 55 right there of Cullen Johnston did a great job of leading out there at Talladega for a little while, and now going. He must have had a little trouble because now he is 3 laps down. Lap 59 underway. There is the one being hunted by the 260 of Cherry. So Barnes being hunted by a Cherry. I know it's Matt. I know. Yeah, I know it's Matt Hank. Mr. Lovett doing his. You guys are like the perfect team owner kind of rivalry. It's really nice. You get to talk about that as well. These guys are still out there looking for drivers and looking for drivers that fit their cap, because they have a cap limit on iRating that they have to adhere to for their drivers. So a 4,000 iRating driver might be a great driver, but if he is out for a week, you've got a 900 iRating driver that might be, Hank, is just me to you, stealing people from you. That would have happened a couple of weeks ago. I'm not sure. I can't remember the situation, but the caution's going to wave, so we're going to have a Wise Guy iRacing caution come out. Jason Wiley's going to be your lucky dog coming up here in just a moment. Remember that your cautions are always brought to you by Wise Guy iRacing Graphics. Scott Wise will be the guy that'll take care of you over there. Search him on Facebook. He will set you up with an iRacing graphic for your, or an iRacing paint scheme for your vehicle as everybody meets pit road. There it is. Poor Matt getting more. That's so funny. I love it. All right, everybody out there on Facebook, thank you so much for that as well. Make sure that you go ahead and start a watch party out there for me. Everybody's going to come to pit road. I believe the one of Barnes is going to do it. LePage is going to do it. Or I'm sorry, not LePage. Caterino is going to do it. And long look at pit road. There's a driver stall. Looks like he needs a push. And we will see what happens. I'm kind of figuring that everybody's going to at least hit pit road this time, as Matt Cherry is on pit road currently right now. I wonder if Matt Cherry was involved in that, but we're going to go and take a look and see what happened. It was 44, 62, caution waved. Not sure, it doesn't show me. Not quite sure, guys. Doesn't tell me. If you guys know, shout it out. I can look it up. But it's not telling me. It's crazy. All right, well, I appreciate everybody sticking with me out here. Matt, you have some empathy going on out there for you. Lap 62 being completed under green flag conditions. We're going to see who is the race leader. Best lap of the race, or the fastest lap of the race, currently is done by the 21st place driver, 24 laps down. That is Andrew Moore. Looks like he is off the track. He did a 29.887. Second closest time to him was a 29.940 by Caterino, who was in the second place position. So Caterino looks like he is still on pit road for some reason. Jordan Berry now on pit road, who's in third place. Race leader Trent Barnes in the number 1. Caterino I don't know why he was on pit road. I don't know why he got stuck there, but things do happen. And you're going to see a lot of free pass cars here in just a moment, as you see them all in front of the number 1. Some of them waiting for pit road cycles as well. Caterino is now a lap down. I wonder what happened to him. He was doing great. Number 12 seemed like he was kicking butt and taking names. Cars on older tires right now. Eric Schaefer on pit road currently. Jorgensen on 13-lap tires. Corey Das on 18-lap tires. Jason Wiley just went in for pit road, so he's going to be back on the same pit cycle as everybody else. And Michael Woolley, though, we were talking about him just a little bit ago. There is Barry out there, the 245. Looks like he's being scored in. Jordan Berry, he's going to be scored in first place, so there he is. There's 69 of Prisbilla right there. And speaking of drivers, Michael Woolley on fresh tires up there to compete. Keep it going. He gives me something to talk about. Hank, and he got something. When the 12 is in the top in top 3, ask him to join Titan Loose. Out racing, can't find him, and I don't want Matt trying to steal him. Well, something happened to the 12. He's now 2 laps down, and looks like he is disconnected. I don't know if he's disconnected, but he is on pit road right now, and he's not moving anywhere. So, you might have an opportunity, Mike Caterino, and he might be Mike Caterino, something else. Who knows? All right. Up to the race leader we go. Barnes looks like he is now out front, waiting on some stuff. We were talking about him earlier, Michael Woolley. Thank you, Mr. Brian Warner. I appreciate you very much. Thank you for following. I like it. Yes. It does pop up if I get a new follower when I have my overlay going. I like it. It's a lot of fun. Dark Horse Racing Team out there. Eric Schaefer's a part of that. Russell LePage is out there as well. Brian Words. He left the race. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. That is Brandon out there. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The 12 is already on Josh Mayhew's team. No damage is pulled down and left. Huh. Okay. He had some things to do, it looked like. It's cool by me. He was doing great. Nice hard racer. Did some clean driving. Must have had something. All right, free pass cars go around. That means we had some Lucky Dogs going on. Lucky Dogs sponsor Powder Coat Plus. Go to powdercoatplus.com to find out how you can ship them or visit them in Daytona Beach. Anything that you need powder coated. Great company to work with. Always fun. Brian Warner say, Brian, you're there, dude. Alrighty. When we go back to green flag conditions, it's going to be Barnes, LePage, Caudill, the 265 of Woolley, and the 88 of Figueroa out there. Then we have Jordan Berry, Eric Schaefer, Matthew Jorgensen, Corey Das, Benjamin Walters, Prisbilla in 11th, and Dublé in 12th. Wiley's back there in 13th. Older tires stuck in the middle of newer tires. Jorgensen to Prisbilla, all on 16-plus tires. Barnes out front, trying to lead over to LePage. You're going to see Caudill and Woolley using a higher line. There's going to be Woolley right there on the back of LePage's bumper. Not to be confused. Oh, Woolley. Where'd you go, buddy? Woolley. There you are, a little bit in the middle. Kind of stuck high on the outside of everything. One out front, 192 of LePage. Caudill right there. Woolley's there somewhere as well. High on the outside line. You're going to see maybe a pass try to be made early with these fresher, hotter tires. Woolley trying to make a move right there on the outside of the 23. Things have settled down, it looks like, for Woolley as he comes into the middle of everybody. LePage gets a nice little bump. Nice little push. Oh, into the side. The 265 and the 1 get together. The 7 right there, though. 17 of Caudell. Let me take that back. There is the 265 right there. Comes down hard into second place. A few little glitch issues, but nothing big. The 192 now has the lead. LePage out front. There is Woolley. There is Barnes. Barnes falls back just a little bit. In front of him is going to be, looks like that might be the 245 of Jordan Berry in that 7 machine. Yeah, he blinked just a little bit. I wonder, did we just see some people turn? Did we? No, we didn't. Might have been just a little bit off my head. There's the 265, diving hard to the inside. Michael Woolley, No Limit Thunder season broadcaster, coming hard to the inside. He's going to make him work as the outside line seems to be where the 192 wants to stick. There's the 7 hard to the upper line. The 192 is going to make it work. Sticks to the outside line, though 265 gets in the middle of and does a nice little slide job in front of the 7. Gets right to the bumper, hard dive down into the inside line. Oh, 7 blinked a little bit, whoever that is. That is the 245 of Berry. Looks like that long, low line is where it's going to stick, right to the bumper. It's going to make it interesting right there. Got the VP sign for Daryl Padgett out there. Daryl doing a great job, of course, supporting here. If you're talking about sponsors earlier, one of our sponsors for the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series is, of course, Kim Padgett out there. Go see her tarot by Kim, the 265, using the midline right there. Going to come up high. 7's going to try to make a pass on the inside. Sorry, that was a 245 of Berry. Berry's going to make a pass on the inside, or make that attempt. The 265 of Woolley. Whoa! Makes Woolley bounce. It looked like he was probably in Woolley's car there for a second. Made him turn. Sometimes those things do happen. Yes, Brian, these guys, Hank and all of these guys, are looking for drivers. That's part of these races right here. Berry out front, LePage, Figueroa, and actually, if you're talking in the chat, there's a couple of those guys in there, so you're more than welcome to chat with them about getting on a team, and then, of course, getting out here and showcasing your skills with them. There is Berry out front, LePage in second, Figueroa in the 88 right there as well. Woolley having to now drive himself back to the front after those little bitty blinking issues. Looked like it put the 7 inside its vehicle for just a second. First car off the lead lap, Brian Dublé in the 00. Prisbilla all the way back to 10th now on 29 lap tires. Corey Doss as well. Benjamin Walters on 21 lap tires. Schaefer is on the same lap tires in position 7 as your race leader. So there is the 245 trying to make a move on the 192. There's the 88 of Figueroa. These guys are going to fight hard. They're going to allow drivers to catch back up to them. So maybe some single file racing for a little bit might get them an advantage over what they're trying to do. The more they fight, the more that everybody catches up. 192 out front, 245 of Berry. Figueroa right there in the 88. So 1, 2, 3, fighting hard at the line, comes down to the grass, touches it, and the Lone Star State sees another pass for the lead right here. There is the 88. He's going to follow the 7, push the 192 back. So the 245 of Berry, who is scored as a 7 on his truck with that custom paint scheme through tradingpaints.com, is there out front once again. The 88 right there on the inside. I think Figueroa is going to push himself to the lead. Gets right down to the white line, turns it. Class D and asphalt, but Warner, don't you drive other ones? Whoa, a little blink from the 245. The 88 of Figueroa is going to have to kind of make sure that he's careful. Try it out. Getting a little advice from Hank as we're coming around 15 laps to go into turn 3. The 88 looks like he is going to try to find some speed in that upper third and then carry it into the bumper on the front stretch. No one touching the grass on that one. Toyota, Chevy, and Toyota. That's your top 5 currently right now. There's the 245 of Berry out front. The 88 using the mid-high line, trying to gain some speed. 192 right there, you see it. Clean trucks out front. Only a couple of cautions so far as we're continuing to go around. 88 is on Anthony's team. That's what is being said. Appreciate you out there. Currently the race summary right there. Jordan Berry, race leader, 77 laps complete. 13 laps remaining, 19 lead changes, 2 cautions for a total of 8 laps. As now the 88 is trying to make that move stick again. Top 5 for you. Woolley back up to 4th. He lost a little ground, but is back to it again. Barnes, who seemed to have burned up his tires a little early, back to 5th. A few seconds off. There is the 245 of Berry out front. He's got Figueroa right there on his bumper. You see debris in turn 2. Brian can throw a caution. You're running out of gas. That's funny. Chili Pie out there. Debris in turn 2. Alrighty, so the 88 now finally gets around the 245 of Berry. He was very patient and now coming around. 11 laps to go. Lap 80 being completed under green flag conditions. Backstretch looking friendly. 245 forces the issue on the entrance to turn 3. 88's going to be patient, come around, do a crossover move. The 245, anytime he gets close to another driver, seems to almost end up in there. Puts a block on the 88. 245 needs some things going on there. There's the 192 comes down. The 88 and the 192 are going to be reckoning here very shortly. Again, no, I say reckoning. The 245 of Berry. LePage makes a pass on the inside. The 88 comes down. Splits the difference. Caution's going to come out. And that's how that one goes. My goodness. Good racing so far. Let's see what happens. Brian Dublé is the one that is a part of that. So here is the 00. Comes around, and I'm not sure. Oh, gets into the tires, comes off track. Hard racing. There's just an off track. I wonder why the caution came out. 1 lap too early. Well, I don't know. Normally my relative is usually pretty correct, but who knows? Bad spotter. Gotcha. What car was it? Thought I'd ask since you're out there. Nine car. Thank you very much. Getting Corey Das. Poor Corey Das. All right, let's go back. We're gonna go back to where some things happened. Caution waved right there on lap 81. So we're gonna back up. We're gonna find the 9 car. And we're just going to back it up right here. Bad spotter. Let's see what happens. Good news that the Cardinals are allowed to travel again, just so everybody knows. Alrighty, we're rewinding. Let's see what happens. Oh, that's what I was getting at. 33 spinning off, so Wiley. Poor Wiley. Jason B.I. racing out there. All right, back to it. They're going to pace around. We're going to find out where it happened, and I'm going to watch it. And that's what I want to do. There it is. 33. There it is. That's what we were looking for. That's what we were looking for right here. All right, Jason Wiley coming around the turn right here out of turn 2 onto the backstretch. Comes up. Looks like he got into the wall just a little bit. Ooh. And it sent him shooting. And that is why the caution came out. He is sitting on pit road getting some repairs. All right, so that's what it was. Oh, you're going to Wheatland? Sweet. Yeah, we've got Lake of the Ozark Speedway. Brian Wonders from my area, just so everybody knows. Good guy. We've chatted a few times. He's raced in a few races with me, and he does a pretty clean job. He is he would be a good person to pick up and teach if you're looking for somebody, Hank. All right, top 5 as things are continuing to go. LePage, Barry, Figueroa, Barnes, and Caudell. That's your top 5 currently as they're pacing around. When we go back to green flag conditions, I believe we're going to have 4 to go. But I've been wrong about least. Thank you, everybody out there, for watching. I appreciate all of the streams. You guys just make No Limit Racing that much more popular. And, of course, not just being popular, they grow their streams and they grow their fan base, and everything just grows even further. Make sure you go to No Limit Racing on Facebook and give them a like, share their stuff out, share their streams out. Of course, share my streams out, Signature Esports. Go to NoLimitRacing.net to find out more information about the league, and then you'll be able to also, if you want to be a part of the league, apply there as well. They have an application that you can fill out on that, NoLimitRacing.net. It might be fighting words. I don't remember what Hank drives. Brian Warner's out there saying that he only drives Chevys. Fantastic race so far. Very, very limited cautions. There you go. Hank Caston finding a teammate out there. Brian Warner, congratulations on being part of Hank's team. We'll make sure that, I'm sure they'll make sure they get that switch over there. 192, 245, 88. That's your top 3. Nobody went in for tires, and they're going to make it stick. Michael Woolley, though, did go in for tires and is in 6th place. So we're going to see how this thing shakes up. Josh Klinger out there. This guy, the best team. It's funny. Very funny. I love it. I like it whenever the NLR guys get back, get into the chat. Everything gets interesting. 5 to go with the lights on the pace car going off. We are going to go back to green flag with 4 laps to go. I can do math. It's amazing. Everybody knows that. Cars to look out for right now. Michael Woolley, Eric Schaefer, and Benjamin Walters. Ooh, Eric Schaefer, where'd you go, buddy? Blink back in. Thank you. Brian Dublé on 25-lap tires, so 3 cars on fresher tires going to have to defend. That's all right, Hank. I said he needs to teach. He needs to be taught. He needs to be taught. Teached. I can't speak today either, apparently. He can be taught. That's the difference. He'll listen, and then if he doesn't, then that's on him. Oh, man. Don't put that pressure on me, Hank. Don't put that pressure on me. No, I'm just kidding. He'll be good for you. He'll be a good one to teach. Pace car is off. We're going to go back to green flag racing. 192 gets a jump. 7 stalls. Looks like he must have started in a higher gear. LePage out front by a mile now. Fresher tires are going to end up being a factor here with 4 to go, so let's see what happens. You see the distance. I don't know if the 245 started in a lower gear or what happened there, but we're going to be 3 wide on the entrance of turn 3, 88 up into the 245. There's the 3. There's Woolley. Woolley on fresh tires, getting warmed up, and you see a 2x2 coming out on the front stretch right there. Michael Woolley trying to get around that 6th place vehicle, the 192 of LePage out front. There's the 88 checking up. There is the 3 of Schaefer, in and out. He is on some fresh tires as well. He is up there to contend. Going to use those fresh tires to go around drivers. Coming around, 3 to go is now complete. So 2 to go right here from Texas Motor Speedway, the Star Shine State right here. Michael Woolley trying to move people. There is the 3 of Schaefer. He is carrying extra speed and going to pass the 192 as if he is standing still, carrying the line low, and blinks out just a little bit there. So Schaefer in front with 1 to go, 192 of LePage, not having those tires be what they need to be for him right now. White flag's going to wave, and he's going to have to carry some kind of speed coming around this turn. And if not, the 3 of Eric Schaefer is going to run away with it. Smart pit strategy and got into it. 192 up into the wall. LePage, my goodness. Old tires being a factor. They are on 30-lap tires. I'm very shocked that nobody did it. Oh, Eric Schaefer blinks out. 192 of LePage. Oh, Schaefer back in it. There is the 192 of LePage finishing second. Barnes is going to be third. Barnes up there all day. Brian, you're going to need to go to the No Limit Racing Discord. What you need to do is you need to go to NoLimitRacing.net. And here, I'll put it in here. I think it'll go to everybody still. NoLimitRacing.net. There is a application process there, and you'll have to figure that, and you'll do all that. It's got all the information on there on how to get into the Discord and all that stuff. You'll be good to go over there. Alrighty, LePage runs out of tires right there on lap 4 to go, and gets past. The 3 on those fresher tires just threaded his way through the process. So let's find this guy right here, the number 3 of Eric Schaefer, using pit strategy with the Dark Horse Racing Team. Congratulations, and I know that you're out there celebrating. You and Woolley, it looked like you guys took that same pit strategy. Woolley just couldn't get around traffic. How was the last few laps for you?
Pretty good, actually. Sitting here deciding to take the tires at the end, and I was really praying for a caution, and finally when it came out, I was happy.
Well, and it did, and yeah, did you kind of figure that the leaders weren't going to take tires at least the first 5?
Yeah, the way I was looking at it, I didn't think anybody else had tires. I did play the pit strategy good enough that I actually left a set of tires where everybody else didn't have tires.
Well, I do know that you had they had 29 laps on their tire, 26 laps on their tire when you guys took the green flag again, and you kind of just drove away from them. It worked out in your advantage. We're going to talk about it real quick. Anybody that you want to give a shout out to, and how do you like the league so far?
Loving the league, man. It's great. I'd like to shout out to Brian Wirtz, Michael Woolley, and Mr. LePage for letting me join the team, Dark Horse Racing. And, yeah.
Well, congratulations, of course.
It was a good one.
It was definitely a good win. Definitely good. It was nice to watch. Very, very long race that went green for a very long time. Congratulations once again. I'll put you back with your team, and we will see you when the season starts.
Alrighty, thank you.
Absolutely. That is your race winner. Excuse me, Eric Schaefer right there. He's going to burn down the house just a little bit more as you see it celebrating. Nice little win. We appreciate everybody out there. Who else do we want to talk to? I want to talk to... Who do I want to talk to? I don't know who I want to talk to. Congrats to Eric. Thank you, Daryl Paget out there. That is the man, the myth, the legend. Let's see how our results went. Let's do that. Promise it's not 10:30 at night in my area code. Eric Schaefer is your race winner. Russell LePage going to be his teammate. He's going to finish second. Trent Barnes in third. Jordan Berry, the 245, out in fourth. Josh Caudell, the 23, in fifth. Michael Woolley comes home with a sixth-place finish. The 88 of Figueroa, who was out there for a little while as well, competing, lost some traction there on that restart. Finishes seventh. Benjamin Walters, the 81, in eighth. 00 of Brian Dublé comes home with a ninth-place finish. And the 9 of Corey Doss has a top 10. Moving on, Tony Cavett, one lap down in 11th. Prisbilla, the 69, in 12th, all the way to Michael Newbrow, who finishes in 14th. Jason Wiley, Jason BI Racing out there in the 16th, right behind another Jason Hand. Jason Hand Wiley, there we go. Matt Cherry, the 260, who was out there in the lead for a long time, out at 21 laps. Dean Worley is your top 20 right there. So back onto the results, and that right there, Andrew Moore, the 306. He was out there for quite a while, but let me go back. I want to pull that back up. I want to talk about the 12. Where did he end up? Finishes 19th. Caterino, great driver. Whoever picked him up, whoever said they picked him up, that was a good pickup. I would be a fan of him, of course. But that's it. That's all the racing for tonight. Invalid. NoLimitRacing.net. Did I put that in there right? We'll figure it out. I'll talk to you in Discord. If you guys want to be a part of the No Limit Racing Thunder Series, of course, and always, check them out on Facebook, too. There's a lot of information on Facebook you can get back with. Also, if you want to be a part or you want to sponsor any broadcast, make sure that you get a hold of us, Signature Esports on Facebook. You can be part of it. I do commercials. I do them from things that you give me, like stills and stuff like that. If you've got a video that you already want to do, I'll play it too, and then I put your graphic up here. There's lots of options. It's very affordable, starting at $10 a week. That is pretty much what we do, and we're going to be starting to broadcast 7 days a week here in the month of September, so you're going to get a lot of exposure. We're one of the fastest growing broadcast platforms out there, according to analytics that we have compared to others. So I do appreciate it. I appreciate everybody out there, and of course and always I appreciate the No Limit Racing Thunder Series. Congratulations to Eric Schaefer for winning, and of course earlier we had a fantastic Dega race. We're going to be back next Tuesday. It's going to be the opposite. We're going to start with Texas, and we're going to finish with Dega, and we're going to do it again all next Tuesday. Join us tomorrow for live qualifying for the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series. That's going to start at 7 Eastern. We're going to get things underway, and then on Thursday we have the Taro by Kim Daytona 250. That is what's going to happen there. That is going to be the Signature eNASCAR Cup Series as well. Lots of things going on. And then, of course, Saturday we have the Saturday Night Fever Truck Series, which is now joining with Signature Esports as well. It's going to become the Signature eNASCAR Truck Series here very shortly. That's going to happen in September as well. Lots of things going on. The RRO, the Real Racing Online Dirt Series, is coming back with Signature Esports. And then we also have the Signature Whelen Modified Series coming up as well. But most importantly, our Monday nights, when you're used to No Limit Racing Thunder, you're going to see No Limit Racing Pro. Monday nights are going to be that. Tuesday nights are going to be the No Limit Racing Thunder Series. Make sure you check all of us out on social media. No Limit Racing on Facebook, No Limit Racing on YouTube, and then also make sure you check out the podcast. Happens once a week, No Limit Racing podcast, that is going to be on YouTube as well. Then Signature Esports and all of our affiliates as well. Thank you very much to the Indestructible Rubber Ball for sponsoring the broadcasts, and go and check out a dog named Hank, the dog named Hank ball out there. I put it up there. I appreciate all of you, of course, and always. See everybody Tuesday. Crescent, you should watch the broadcast tomorrow. I look forward to that. You can talk to everybody about what their lines are, and yeah, watch that stuff come tomorrow. I appreciate everybody. Thank you very, very much, and have a great night. My hat's off to you, and of course, Michael Woolley was out there, my co-commentator for Tuesday nights. He was racing, so he did a great job out there. Have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow.